Just how insane are liberal bail reform laws? Criminals think they can get away with literally anything. Just take what happened in New York City. A pair of crooks going on the crime spree of the century, holding 13 people up at gunpoint in 6 different robberies during a wild 2-hour blitz before crashing their minivan and getting arrested. One of the suspects bragging to reporters that they'd be out in bail in no time.
I'll be out in bail 24 hours. I'll be out in bail.
Could have been right. It's usually up to a New York judge to decide if he makes bail, but the feds swooped in and they're going to prosecute these guys. And it's only been a few years of bail reform insanity, but it looks like liberals want to make some changes.
I reaffirm my belief in the necessity of making changes and will not turn our backs on the progress that was made. So let's just simply provide clarity. Let's ensure judges consider factors for serious offenders. And let's leave the law where it is for low-level offenses. We move forward and focus on to our other public safety challenges.
So that perp bragging to the cameras, Judge, about being out on bail in 24, do you think that is what it's finally going to take to wake these people up?
No, because they're still insisting that the New York Dems say the gaps in the crime data is the reason bail reform won't change. So what I did was I got the crime data. I was a DA, so I had the Division of Criminal Justice Services. They come out with this crime data every year. Now, either they're stupid or they need eyeglasses. Because it's very clear here that in 2020 and 2021, 40% of those who were released under supervision reoffend. You see that?
That's a lot.
Rearrest, 40%.
That's a lot.
And the nonsense, the people who, don't believe your lying eyes, who believe in that concept are saying, these are troubling gaps that make it difficult to get an accurate picture. That's nonsense. This is an accurate picture. And you know what? Forget your Division of Criminal Justice Services if you don't want to believe them. Listen to the criminals. They know they're getting out and they're reoffending.
Geraldo, thank God the U.S. attorneys came in and hit this guy with federal charges. Are they going to have to do that more?
I'm not exactly sure. Are you? What the federal charges could be?
Yeah, the question is jurisdiction.
Because crime is a state matter. It's not a
they hit him with something.
A gun. It's got to be a gun.
Well, then do that, right?
But it couldn't even be a gun. It had to be like a special...
Nah, they could do a gun.
Anyway, that guy, if I was his lawyer, I'd go, oh, what a schmuck. Look what he did. He by daring the system, by being so cavalier and so brazen and saying, I'm going to be out in 10 minutes, he doomed himself to the most severe treatment possible under the law. He is going to get reamed as soon as, the cameras are off him. Bail reform is a failure. The Association of District Attorneys said it has been extremely detrimental to public safety. I understand some of the politicians are saying gaps in data are baloney. Use your common sense. If someone is attempting murder, if someone is so threatening that they are, getting into your space, getting into your homes, threatening your families, these people should, and dangerousness must be considered by the judge in setting bail. It's a function not just of what you did, but what they think you're going to do to the same victim. What if it's a husband and he beats up the wife? And you say, okay, it's domestic violence. That's quite so serious. Maybe we'll give him bail for $50 or $500. Baloney. Then he goes and kills the wife when he's, as soon as he gets out on bail. It is something we must reconsider. Bail exists for 2 reasons. One is to make sure you show up at trial. That is true. The other one must be the protection of public safety and public welfare.
And not only did he taunt the politicians, Dana, it looks like he's calculating what the risks are before holding up a half a dozen people.
That's because they know. That's the other thing is that they've changed the law here for juvenile offenders. So they raised the age. So now let's say you are 16 and you commit a violent crime. It goes to juvenile court, family court, basically, and all of those records are sealed. And if you are a violent offender at that time, you recommit a crime. I don't know, Judge, maybe you know a little bit more about this than me. And obviously, I may be getting it wrong, Judge Dunn, based on your reaction of your face.
No, but you're right. They raised the age.
They raised the age, and the problem is now older people that are in gangs are using younger people to commit crimes that are then not being prosecuted to the
Especially
fullest
with
extent of the
guns.
law. And to the point of them taunting people, where in the world is the congressional delegation of New York? Where are they? They never comment for anything about victims or crime or anything. They love to talk about green energy and the tunnel and all the infrastructure, but they will never take on this issue. But Senator Gillibrand might have to. She's up for re-election in 2024, and Lee Zeldin might challenge her. And if that's the case, then we will have this conversation again, and people's eyes had been open this last election, and maybe it would be successful this time.
Greg Gutfeld.
You know what's amazing about this story? You can mug for as many people as you want, but don't taunt a politician.
That's so true.
That's the limit. They've had enough of you because you made fun of us. You made us look like fools. So it's about the words again and not the deeds. We are truly approaching the Batman world of Gotham, right? Where the villains find their arrests an opportunity for theater. It's like whatever the Penguin got arrested or the Joker got arrested, it was like laughing hysterically. That's kind of where we are now because they know the law. So they become brazen, they become bold. They're right out of comic books and Dirty Harry. But imagine, I mean, remember that? I was thinking about that guy, that bodega worker that killed that guy that tried to stab him. How much you want to bet if somebody had actually responded to during one of these 6 muggings and killed one of these guys? How fast would Alvin Bragg condemn that? Would they throw the book at him like they did to the bodega guy? It took a groundswell of media and public to get to realize, boy, we're on the wrong side of this, as they are on the wrong side of this bail problem. But if they don't reverse this good and evil funhouse mirror, that's all you're going to have left. People arming themselves. They were sitting at a restaurant outside when this happened. And also they were driving a minivan.
And you can't have a getaway car as a minivan.
You know what?
That's a felony.
I think Biden was upset that it wasn't an E van.
Oh, maybe next time. Maybe once he's out on bail, it'll be an EV. All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.